Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. The New Hampshire economy is roaring. Roaring. Yes, I'm going to put some numbers on the screen to make the point, and here they are. Employment growth, January through March of this year, New Hampshire the strongest in New England, year over year up 1.4%. Manufacturing jobs up in New England, up 2.3% in New Hampshire. Construction jobs have led the New England employment growth across the region. Now this, unemployment, January through March again, the highest, Rhode Island at 4.5, Connecticut 4.6, but look at this, lowest, New Hampshire 2.6 and Vermont 2.8. And wage and salary disbursements for the fourth quarter in 2017, this is a trend which is still operative, increased 5.4% in New England, but increased 7.6% in New Hampshire. And then this, the New Hampshire real estate market data snapshot, just out recently. Median sales price, $265,000. That's up 8.2%. Sales volume, $345 million, up 12.2%. This is all year over year. And pending sales, $1,574, up 18.4%. With me to talk about this is somebody who knows all of these numbers pretty well and knows what to make of them. Russ Thibeault, President of Applied Economic Research. Welcome.
Welcome. Good to be here, Fred.
Nice to have you back. Nice to have you back. Let me ask you right off the bat, after all those numbers, which are pretty strong, how would you rank New Hampshire's economy right now, 1 to 10, with 10 being the best?
An 8 or a 9. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The state's economy is really running on all cylinders. If you look at any of the economic indicators in the state, it all looks very positive. The unemployment rate is a mixed blessing.
2.6%.
2.6% is excellent, and if you're an employee,
right.
If you're looking for work. If you're looking for workers, that's another story. And in fact, that might be one of the flies in the ointment.
Well, I was just going to ask you, what could dampen all of this? Are there clouds on the horizon?
Not so much clouds, but I think it's going to be hard to sustain the kind of growth that the state has had unless we see labor force growth. And we haven't been seeing that. We're not building many houses to attract new people. And most of the people that want to work are working now.
What would keep this momentum going as long as it could go?
I think a good national economy is always the foundation, and the national economy is also doing well. GDP growth was over 2% pretty much throughout the year, and inflation is under control. Unemployment nationally is at a 17-year low, so the national economy is also good right now. One of the things to worry about is inflation. Maybe we're getting a little bit overheated. The Fed is talking about raising interest rates 3 or 4 times this year, and that could slow things down.
Let's put a map up on the screen, and this is interesting. This is the United States. Zooming in on 2 states, New Hampshire and Delaware. They are the highest of every state east of the Mississippi in their real GDP growth for 2017. New Hampshire is at 4.4 and Delaware at 5.7. They beat all the states east of the Mississippi.
Even east of Texas. You have to go all the way to Texas, and who would want to do that?
What's the significance of that?
Well, it's really the value of all goods and services produced. It's the broadest measure of the state's economy. It takes into account the number of jobs, income, retail sales. So it's a very broad indicator, and it's very positive, and it has been. This is not a one-time deal for the state. It has been that way for a year or 2.
You just came back from Vietnam.
I did.
What were you doing over there?
I was volunteer teaching English to college students.
Interesting.
It was fascinating, Fred. I've done it about 4 or 5 times, and if you want to see change, I'll tell you, the first time I went there, everybody was riding inexpensive Chinese bicycles, and now on the road, lots of cars, fancy motorbikes, so the country's really progressed a lot.
It sounds interesting. Russ Thibeault, President of Applied Economic Research, thank you.
Great to be here, thanks.
If you want to look at some of those really good numbers, go to WMUR.com, click on menu at the top left-hand corner, and then click on local news, and then scroll down to New Hampshire's Business.